Hey everybody, it's Miss Day. Welcome back. So today I would like to show you how to paint with tints and shades to create a 3D effect on a 2D shape. So the way that we're able to see that something is 3D is how the light falls on the object. And when we're talking about light in art, then we're talking about value, because value is the lightness or the darkness of a color. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use yellow as my pure base color. Actually, this is more of a yellow-orange. It was slightly contaminated. And so what I want you to notice here is that the pure color is here in the middle. So we're going to paint it on 7. And that 7 corresponds to the 7 here on the sphere. So this 7 is where the pure color will go. And so what we're doing basically is we're putting the value scale that we've been practicing, the tints and shades value scale, we're going to put that on the sphere and paint it in a contour fashion, so that it will appear to become a 3-dimensional form on a 2D or flat surface. So once I've got my pure color, up here is going to be the tints. Okay, so this is adding more white. Down here is the shades, which is adding more black. So I'm going to come over here and get some of my white, which this looks a little contaminated. Please remember to wash your brush. Wash your brushes between mixing colors so that you can keep from contaminating the paint, because it will mess up your colors. So white, this is going to be my white. It goes, of course, in this number 1 here on the sphere, and also up here, number 1 on the value scale. So number 2 is going to be 1 dot. It's kind of a big dot. 1 dot of the yellow-orange. And you can use whatever color you want, by the way. I just happen to use this one. All right, and this goes in the number 2, and the number 2 over here on the sphere. And for number 3, another dot of the yellow-orange. So there's my 3 on the value scale. Here's my 3 on the sphere, which we're painting a contour value scale. Number 4, another dot of yellow. That's a little bit too much. Oh, maybe not. Number 4. Number 5, let's get another dot. I think it needs a little bit more so that I can see more of a difference between the 4 and 5, so I'm going to add a little bit more. That's a little better. Of course, this goes on the 5. I orange, and I'm going to add quite a bit more because I'm trying to get it close to the pure color. So this is my number 6. Okay, I like that. So my number 6 also on the sphere. And I'm going to go back and put a little bit more on the 7 to try to intensify that color a little bit. There we go. All right, so now we're to number 8, and since we're below the pure, this is going to be where we start adding black. So gradually add more black. So now I'm going to take some of this, put it down here. I'm going to wash my brush so that I don't contaminate anything. I'm going to get a little bit of black. It's not really going to take that much black. All right, so you can see down here, this number 12 is black. The only other place that is pure black is the number 12 down here at the very bottom. And you'll have to make sure that you have a brush with a pretty nice tip in order to get this little fine detail down here at the bottom. There we go. All right, I'm going to go ahead and wash my brush so that I can mix only one dot of black. All right, so one dot of black, and I'm mixing it with my yellow. Let's see what that looks like. I think I'm going to add just a teeny bit more. I want it to be a little bit more dramatic. That's more what I was going for right here. So this is the part of the sphere that has the shadow. Okay. So this is number 8. There we go. And what I want you to notice here is that there is also going to be a highlight at the bottom of the sphere, and I've explained why that is up here. So there's an inner reflection, so there's going to be a reflection where the light is bouncing off the table back up onto the sphere, causing a bit of a highlight there on the bottom. So this is 7, so we're going to go paint pure right here on the 7. But we are going to continue with our shades so that you can see what they would look like. So I'm going to add another dot of black. So we can get 9. Another dot of black. Okay. All right, so I still have my original color up here at the top. I saved some so that I could come back and do any touch-ups, or of course add this section right here for this number 7 back in here. And 5 is what I'm looking at here, 5 and 3. We're just trying to get it lighter back down there at the bottom. So I'm going to test this right here and see how close this is to 5. I'm going to test it by checking it right here. That looks pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and do this for 5. And then for my 3, I'm going to mix in right here in the white, and I'm going to come over here and check it next to the 3. Oh yeah, that looks pretty good. So let's do the bottom with this for number 3. And of course the last thing on here is number 8, and number 8 is a shadow. You don't have to use the yellow with it. You can actually just do the black and just move it over and add a little bit of water to it. Just a drip of water is usually enough. And then come over here and test it next to your 8 to see if it's approximately the same value. That looks pretty close. To check the value, you just squint your eyes and try to see if they're close to the same darkness. So now I'm going to come in here and paint this larger cast shadow with this watered down black. So that we can have a little bit different value for the second shadow. All right, so this is basically how we create things to make them look 3D when we're painting, as we use tints and shades, which is a concept of light and dark, the art element value. All right, ladies and gentlemen, good luck on your artwork today, and don't forget to put your name. Thank you.